Majuba. We pay homage, it's the Itadogun. We seek the great spirit's approval, manifesting the ancestral maneuver. As the Orishas move you, my child, let me speak to your spirit. You warriors calling a little louder, I want you to hear it. Just face it, don't fear it. Your mirror reflection, revere it. Shadow work, you will clear it. Just the seasons will change. You are called to rise. Open your eyes, realize, rearrange. It's not a game, press past through your pain. We are not mediocre nor mundane. You are great now, claim your new name. Break free from the chains. I just want you to see through and see true. See yourself as all of the mind sees you. The God in you, manifest your breakthrough. Standing tall, seeing life from a bird's eye view. While manifesting your old dude. Yeah. We keep it real life and reveal. It's all in me, my destiny. I will find, follow, fulfill my destiny. I will find, follow, fulfill. Majuba, we pay homage, it's the Itadogun. We seek the great spirit's approval, manifesting the ancestral maneuver. As the Orishas move you. Just the Itadogun.
Baru Aboye, this is Oluo Fakolade of Idinkai Fa Temple. Thank you all for joining us. This is our Itadogun. So Itadogun it means 17 in Yoruba, and we perform Itadogun every 17 days. It is as if we're offering Ebo for our community people every 17 days. It is a way for us to come together and protect ourselves for the coming weeks and months. So that's what this is about. So first I want to feed Ifa, and then we'll do this. Oromila Sorodayo Ifa Ojire. Oromila Lede Konibikeji Olodomare. Ifa, we call on you. We ask that you would support us. Ward off all death, ward off sickness, ward off cases and controversies, ward off all fights, litigation, losses and outright fights, witchcraft and negativity from us. Bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, longevity, prosperity, victory over adversity, healing, and joy. If my car and many are more, if my car and many are no, if my car and many are de lo kunta mo let to leave follow me. If what I keep banning and banning me keep follow let draw. If I become invoking your spirit, ask for your blessings for Catherine Omolosa, Robert Omo, Kathy Taylor Omo, Deborah Zaire Omo Taylor, Zolani Omo Taylor, Zayden Omo Taylor, Fadeke Omo, Kathy, Tanda Caesar, Shemaine Gomani, Sukri, Maisha Walker, Dino Margaret, Mark Anthony Omo, Merced, Sandra Omo, Sharmila, support Janine Omo, Jackie, support all of our members, all of those who contribute to Itadogun. Ifa, we come perpetuating. Ila mon père, c'était pour mon père. Olomi tout mon père, Olomi mon père, Pedampo. Ifa mon père, Ifa mon père, Ifa mon père. Ifa will come perpetuating you for our Itadogun. I'll be on a rock ball FOT. Remove death, sickness, cases, controversy. So there's a rock ball. So true. I share it. Remove all death. Remove sickness from us. is in controversy. Far next into this. Asha, Ibre Haiku. Asha, please push away all the Ajoku. Bring forth to us all the good things of life. If I Guru there at the far from Romila, Apple is a sibling of Apple. Apple is not joined it, making it Apple. Or tours you can drink. Eretiziku. Bye. Kasifa for any son. I will drink the liquor of success. Share. If I please support us. All right. So let us cast this Odu. If I money, Ifa, Kolade, If I would come propitiate you, contrast Ifa for the members of Idinka Ifa Temple, support Catherine Omolusu, Robert Omokate, Taylor Omodabazayo Omoke, Lulani Omoke, Zed Omoke, my Sandra Moshamila, Maisha Walker, Dina Momaru, Mark Anthony, Omo Mosaid, Janine Omo Jackie, support all of our members. God direct and protect and keep us safe, healthy, keep us all safe. I do not say us when it is no. Do not say no when it is just. Do not give ear when it is love. This is Ifa. All the Atogo. What is the Odu? Ogunda Meji, yet again. Ayawo. Elian. Imagine. Elbow to remove it. Pull it. What I mentioned. Apple. After a ball, will then be an erect or no? Erect. What is the erect? Erect, cool. Or no? Bone. You very cool. Ebo. Rosa bear. Ebo. Ifa, what is the best ebo for us? Ebo of ebo of one hiko for the community, and we'll also feed Osine and feed Ogun. Osine. That's it, Osine. That's it. Ebo hiko. What should we feed Osine? Feed Osine with rooster for us to have all of it. That's the magic. Rooster. Feed Ogun with Akuko rooster. For us to have all of it. Okay. Abara boy. Abara boy, good to see everyone here. Thank you all for joining us once again in Solo Fakola Day of Idikai Temple. So we've just done Itadogun. So the Odu that we received, the Holy Ifa that we have received is called Ogunda Meji. Ogunda Meji Ejigunda. Ifa is giving us Ayewo of physical Iku. Turns to Ire of long life. As you may know, we got Ogunda Meji last Itadogun, so we're still in Ogunda Meji. So what I'm going to emphasize on is the taboos of Ogunda Meji this time and the things that we need to really focus on so that we can remain in good graces and knock away any negativity. The biggest strain here is assisting folks who, if I is saying at this time, we don't need to cut deals with folks. We don't need to give assistance to anyone at this time. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Don't do it. Why? Because Ifa is saying that those individuals that you open yourself up to and assist in some way, shape, or form, that assistance will turn into a problem. This is the story of Kalamagbo and the cobra. The Kalamagbo was told you should not um, be assisting anyone at this time. And when that occurred, he observed the taboo until probably like the last day. And then his friend, the cobra, came and was like, hey, hide me in your stomach so that um, I can avoid the townspeople who are trying to kill me. His wife reminded him, don't do it. He did it anyway. Invited the snake into his stomach, crawled down into his belly, and hid. And then, after the snake got inside, then the snake began biting his organs. And the snake was like, if you don't kill your wife, I'm going to chew your liver. He chewed on his liver, and then he murdered his wife. The Akalamogo became like almost like a serial killer to the point where people were like, man, what's wrong with him? And finally they did a divination and realized something had gotten into him. So at that point, the community elders offered a bow, they offered a tutu, and lured the snake out of his mouth, out of his stomach, and they unalived the snake. Ifa is saying, don't be sticking your neck out for people because it's going to turn into something very negative. It's going to turn into a situation where you will be either used, humiliated, exploited. Ifa is saying at this time, please do not stick your neck out. Also, do not go around vouching for people. If you're vouching for folks, what's going to occur during this time period is that more often than not, they then will be, they will take that vouch or cosign and make both you and them look horrible. So Ifa is saying, please be very mindful of that at this time. Ifa says on this Odu, once again, we're doubling down on taking good care of the children. Please take good care of the children. Investing in the children is going to be something that will help us to elevate. What does that mean? We should not be investing and pursuing money at the expense of kids. All right. In this Odu, it is the Odu of two kings. One king was very materialistic. He didn't want to get married. He just wanted to flaunt his wealth. The other king got married. He was able to nurture his kids. But the thing of it is as he was nurturing his children, he was sacrificing for his kids, and he would have holy clothes. He would wear the same agbada over and over and over again. And every time they had a festival, people would ridicule him until later, until he got older and his children had been raised so well that they were getting good jobs. They were kings and queens in their own right in other communities. And what did they do? They took care of their father and their mother. And as they took care of their father and their mother, they gave them the best of everything. So the other king who only invested in himself alone, he got old, feeble, and no one was able to take care of him. The other king who sacrificed, and the sacrifice is raising your children and embracing and loving on your kids. That king became great. At least in the public eye, he looked good. He was just shining. Ifa is saying the more we invest in our children, the better things are going to be for us in the long run, because our children are going to be the ones who take good care of us. Ogunda Meji also says that at this time, we should feed Osai, because also investing in the children, because the more that we invest in our kids, um, they will be the ones to remind us of the spiritual tools, the spiritual protections that we have that will save our lives. In this story, Orumila had snatched away. Orumila had snatched away uh, Pupayemi. Pupayemi basically means palm oil. He had taken Pupayemi from Eku, because Eku had essentially had taken Pupayemi and hid her away, taken palm oil and hid her away, and was abusing her. And no one in the world could use palm oil. And as Ifa followers, palm oil is something very essential for us. So Iku had done this, and then Orumila devised a plan. I'm going to take Pupayemi back. Pupayemi needs to be something that the world will embrace. So this is what Orumila did. When that occurred, Iku wanted to kill him. Orumila went for Ifa consultation, and Ifa said, "It's good that you've taken Pupayemi. It is very good. It is the best thing. But her ex is going to come and try to harm you. As the ex comes to try to harm you, you need to invest in your children. You need to share your spiritual tools, your spiritual weapons. You need to tell them where things are hidden." And so that is what Orumila did. On the fateful day, Eku came and wanted to fight and kill Orumila. And in the process, what they were doing is, before they went to physical blows, Eku was um, basically throwing charms at Orumila, throwing magic, medicines, throwing those at Orumila. And Orumila was blocking him, and then he was returning fire with his own spiritual missiles. And they were going back and forth. And then all of a sudden, Eku began to get the upper hand and was essentially defeating Orumila in this spiritual war. What ended up happening at that point is, as Orumila was being beaten, one of his children came to him and said, "Baba, don't you remember that you have that tool?" It was basically like an invisibility cloak, and it would help a person to don it to show up and walk around and show up behind the person that was attacking them. So in that moment, Orumila put that on and disappeared and reappeared behind Eku, and that's how he defeated him. Ifa is saying we need to invest in our children. Don't exclude your children from Ifa. Share with your children Ifa. Why? Because our children are going to also be the ones who, even the little ones, right? My 4-year-old, my 3-year-old, all the time, they will be the ones who remind me, "Oh, Baba, this song. What about this song? Oh, Baba, Emma Kamimeni Amon, don't you remember?" They'll be the ones, At any given moment in time, they'll just start chanting Ifa, just for fun. And that, in that moment, it will be bringing healing. It will be bringing healing. So I would suggest everyone invest in your children, please, at this time. Trying to think of any other message. Um, do your best to work in conjunction with people. Work as committees. See the worth of your partner and help your partner to see the worth in you. All right? In terms of relationships, be patient with each other. Now is the time to be very, very patient with one another because various conflicts can arise. And when they arise, it can lead to really serious fights. But in order to neutralize that, Ifa says, Baba, please do not be annoyed. Please exercise patience. That comes from Ogunda Meji. All right. And I would also say if any of us did not do the 30-day Obi challenge, this time we'll do it. We need to do that. That will be something that will ensure elevation for us as a community. What that entails is every day for the next 30 days, give Ifa Obi and just pray. All you need to do is one Obi. So everyone, if you have the means, do that. If you miss a day, either start over or you relinquished the continuity of the process. But if you can maintain it, you will see dividends. Ifa says that within the next 30 days, the things that we are praying for will come to pass. They will manifest. The way that will happen is through consistency, feeding Ifa Obi, one Obi per day for 30 days. Please, if you can do it, if you've got the means to do it, let's do it, y'all. All right? So the Ebo here is one he-goat. Yes, one he-goat. And we'll be feeding Osign and feeding Ogun. So in terms of that, we'll try to get that Ebo done as soon as possible. For those of you who would like to contribute, it will be $40 per family, per household. So if it's your household, just send $40 for the Ebo, and we'll get it done. And we'll get it done, I would say, sooner than later, by next week. Also, we are doing the Ebo for the Odun Ifa Odu of Erosun Agbe, the Odu that came out of Ado Kiti. If you are interested in participating, I will be uploading the flyer for everyone who is interested. I'll be uploading that flyer tonight. And what you will need to participate in that Ebo. Okay? So it'll be a community process. It's going to be not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. All right? So, all right. Okay. Aboro Apoe, Boshisho, Aboto. Una Meji, Batiti. Owoni, Shogbe, Keshuba, Bushi, Ola, Batiti. Oromila, Soroda, Ifa, Ojire, Oromila, Lere, Penny, Bikejo, Oromare, Zuzugun, Get Olomi tó bàjẹ́ ẹ̀rọ fìdíbò olómi jíkẹ̀ gíga ń pa ẹ̀gùn lórí ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́tì lójú kò kàn tẹ́ Oromila we come offering Kaibo Eshu for all the members of Idin Kaifa Temple. We pray for Captain Omonusil. We pray for Robert Omokafi. We pray for Taylor Omodeva. We pray for Zaire Omotelo, Zolani Omotelo, Zayden Omotelo, Fadeke Omokafi, Fakola Omokafi. We pray for Aisha Wakadino Omo Margaret, Mark Anthony Omo Museb, Samuel Omo Shamila, Janino Mojaki. We pray for all of our members, all those who are contributing to this above. Yeah, I sure. Oh, Ogunda Meji. Before we come off in Ebal, the Ebal, the when he will feed Osan with Rooster, will feed uh Ogun with Rooster. Before ward off all death from us, ward off sickness from us, ward off cases and controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, outright fights, ward off witchcraft and negative forces from us. I share if I'm money kubo fan, if I'm money kubo die, if I'm money kubo day, I don't want about to feed you. We don't let you fire show. If I come to our support, come to our rescue, support our families, guide us, direct us, protect us, keep us safe, healthy, keep us whole. Share. If I would pay for death, so death will not affect us. Pay for sickness, so sickness will not tie us down. Pay for witchcraft, so witchcraft will not affect us. Pay to ward off our danger. Pay to ward off fights. Pay to ward off litigation. Pay to ward off losses. Pay to ward off outright fights. Pay to ward off evil. Pay to ward off challenges. We paid to have long life. We paid for stable home. We paid for a good spouse. We paid for a 7-figure income. We paid for good children. We paid for peace of mind. We paid for joy. We paid for healing. We paid for great things. Share. I did 5 on Apple. Or tools you can drink. The red tools you can buy calcified fries. I will drink the liquor of success. Okay. All right, folks. So, what I will do, I'm going to deposit this at the Eshu Shrine right now. If you would like to make contributions, please do so at our Zelle, which is 323-244-1133. The donation or the offering is $40 for anyone who'd like to participate. All right. Aboru, Aboya, Aboshishe, Aboto. Thank you all very much, and we'll see you